objects and add them to the inventory, score, energy, whatever. And we were having a hard time understanding how the different layers of things were interacting with each other. We didn't really see how the character related to the sprite related to the map to be able to say there's a thing on the map.
Yeah.
When the sprite collides with it,
Yeah.
update something in the character.
Yeah.
And that was something we spent a lot of time trying to read the code, trying to go, okay, where are things happening, and stuff like that. And certainly a lot of the connections between the layers were bamboozling us a bit. We probably should have gotten Renee over much earlier.
Yeah, that's a good call.
If that would have helped. Renee, would it have helped? Where are you?
You're a bit too hard to get to.
Alright, so we wouldn't have gotten your help anyway. Alright. So
what did you do as a reaction
well,
to...
it was Jamu who did most of the actual successful code, and Christian did a little bit of successful code as well. As one mind, working anonymously together, you two won't remember each other after this evening. It'll be really quite spooky.
Like
So,
Men in Black.
yeah, it'll be just like that. So do you want to show the bits that you changed?
Yeah. So
Should I turn off the lights?
Yeah.
So one of our attempts was to look at the way the layers in the map are created. And there's several layers. There's a data layer, I have no idea what that is.
I think that's where you can walk and where you can't.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's the ones and twos and X's.
As an aside, we fixed it off by one error in the map generation. The out of bounds areas.
No, yeah, but they're groups.
Sort of off by
They
one.
come from +1 and +2.
So then you have the terrain layer, which is like the bushes and
Maybe
trees
X is where you can't.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you have, well, actually, I don't know if the terrain layer is the bushes and the trees. It's the stuff
Yeah,
that you,
no, it's the forest and the grass.
but you can't collide with it.
Yeah, it's
No,
stuff
I
that
think
you
it just
can't...
determines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stuff that's actually displayed on the screen, like blades of grass or magic mushrooms. or
No,
whatever.
that's...
But you can walk through them. Is that, you can't
No,
climb.
even the objects in the object layer, like mushrooms, they each have a walkable attribute.
Oh.
I think that the terrain layer is whether it's forest or grass. It seems to just be that, as far as we could tell. Is that okay? Agree with that? I think so.
Sure.
Yeah. We didn't
So-
really.
Maybe trees are not.
Originally, this code wasn't here, that highlighted was the code. This actually doesn't work at all. It's something that got left over. But what we were trying to do was say, so each row is represented as a string with dots for nothing and then a letter for bush or mushroom or whatever. And those letters correspond to these maps. So O's mushroom.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
that boolean there
N
is
is
walkable
bush
on.
8,
Yeah.
M is bush 7 and so on, yeah.
If the terrain is forest.
Yeah.
And if the terrain is grass, then you have a different set of mappings.
Ah.
Right.
And so
That
the-
was what.
That's what we didn't put in.
Yeah.
So the problem we had here was that we wanted to, on the edge, upper right hand edge of the map, put a mushroom that we could walk on and pick up.
Yeah.
But this code crashes because there isn't an O.
And that thing you just showed
go
us.
back to the go back to
We're
put
discovering
the
it
O
right
in.
now.
Yeah, put the O in there.
Put an O in there. Just copy the O from the other dictionary up to that one.
Okay.
This is kind of cheating.
Don't worry.
This is live coding. This is because we do advanced demonstrating skills, so we do live coding because we're extreme.
Okay, wait though, if I do this, it's gonna break our demo.
Okay, well don't do it
first.
Do the demo.
Do the demo, and then we might try.
Oh, if only there was some music.
Oh my god, we found it. We saw it before you really. So, where did you put that print then?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Good question.
So we were trying to figure out
Oh, I've got that code.
if we can figure out how collisions are detected,
Yeah.
then maybe from there we can figure out how we can place an item and get it to collide and then pick it. And so we added this check object call and this check object method. And we started by printing our location so we could just understand how the coordinate system worked. And then we created an object to represent the item we want to pick up. And we put it in a place which is where you start the game.
Yeah.
And then we do collision detection, which always collects.
Yeah.
And then we
Oh my God, you found it.
oh,
Yeah.
found it
Yeah. Fantastic.
every time.
So,
And this was one of the things I was having trouble with, was how to go from, because this is in the
This is in
player
the
sprite.
Yeah.
So how to go from this back to the actual player to be able to update something on the player.
right.
Once, yeah. Sorry. Well, I mean, one thing we did try was by putting a method on the player which inherits from player sprite, or the hero character,
Yeah.
which inherits from like base character and
And yeah, it's
sprite. But it seems wrong for us to call from the check object method
Mm.
something on the player, the hero character, because it doesn't know that it is a hero character, right?
Yeah.
But we did do that. That's on the version that I've got here, although it didn't display anything interesting. It just put something into the items list of the on the player character. So that was kind of something, although it was just storing a string that we were passing in.
So a good summary would be you've got lots of maybe bits of code that work that do various aspects of the
I wouldn't
problem.
go that far.
It's just
Yeah, that's probably overstating
it's
it a
like
little bit.
Morecambe and Wise, where it might not necessarily be, it's all the right notes, but not necessarily
In
in
the
the
right
right
order,
order.
yeah.
It's perhaps all the right ideas in the right code, but it's not been plugged in quite the right place yet. And like you say, there's the I can't remember what the class is called now, but it's like the class that inherits from the base character and
That's
the
hero
sprite, and well, where do you put all those bits and bobs
Yeah,
in
that was
that
what
kind of
we really
hierarchy of
worked out.
classes, and who's calling what and where and when? Did you, when I wrote that task, I thought, well, that's going to be interesting because in the game the player gets attacked by things, and also in the game you can't walk over trees. Did you not think? Did you not? In my naive way, I thought, well, okay, they would look at what's.
But that-
They would put maybe a print or something when you collide with a tree.
Well, that's kind of what we've got.
Yeah.
I mean, these different check methods here
Yeah.
is stuff where we put
And,
each of those is kind
and
of
check the counter is just a random. Oh, you got in the counter.
yeah.
Yeah.
The monsters don't actually have a particular location, although there might be.
Right.
It sounds like there are areas. The ones and twos are actually which like how difficult the monsters you encounter are, but the monster, there's not a monster that's on the map that you walk into, unfortunately.
Okay.
It seems like the model is that it doesn't model any of the objects except as sprites, and so it just detects when two sprites collide, and then somehow you're supposed to get back to the character. That's the bit that we didn't quite work out.
So we could be completely and utterly wrong.
Yeah.
But you proved with the code that you just demonstrated, Jamu, that you had your player somewhere, you put an object, a mushroom, in the same location, and you called a separate function that said, are you colliding? Or, collision detection for you, and it printed the, oh my God, you found it.
Well, no, we didn't actually put a mushroom anywhere.
So what's the object
Oh, that was
you're colliding with?
We just randomly create an object in line with it.
Right.
That
Okay, it's just an object.
it's just an object that's
It's
not
an area on the
specific.
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's just
Okay. Sorry, yeah.
So I think this is an exercise left for the reader after our live coding demonstration.
I think though, if we had another hour, we could type really fast and get